Hello, my name is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent Nikken distributor, and this is a product showcase live presented by the Royal Alliance, which is our group of leaders, independent consultants. This is not an official Nikken corporate presentation, but we're just sharing our experiences and hoping that you'll get excited about discovering Nikken for yourself. And I'm going to follow a short PowerPoint here before I introduce you to our great guest. Let's see. I'll share my screen. I think I can do it down here. Can you see that? Do you see my screen?
No.
No. Okay, I'll have to do it the other way then. I'm sorry about this. Usually it happens just fine. Do you see it now?
No.
No. Oh, that's odd. I'm sorry. Okay, let me start over again here. So you see me, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is odd. So now you see it?
Yes.
All right, finally. So sorry about that. Okay. Nikken started 42 years ago in Japan, and they're all about discovering active wellness. And so we invite you to do the same for yourself. It's about living a life in balance and being truly well in your whole lifestyle. And I discovered Nikken almost 20 years ago. And I'd been teaching nutrition for 40 years. I started my career as a lawyer, but I even became a lawyer to try to create world health. And when I had my own kids, I realized that world health begins at home. If we have a world of healthy families, we will have a healthy, peaceful world. And I traveled all over the world. I realized that people, all over are similar. They want to be healthy. They want to have healthy, balanced life. They want to be able to take care of their children, feed them well, get them educated, and have a peaceful world. So I fell in love with Nikken, and the thing that got my attention right away was their exploration of natural energy, because I had, as a young lawyer, I had helped Indians and farmers fight the New York Power Authority that was putting a high voltage transmission line across their property. And I'd heard about all the testimonials about how electromagnetic pollution was causing so many problems for the farmers, for the animals, and even for the people that were living near the lines that already existed in Canada. So we helped them insist, at least the courts decided they had to buy a wider right-of-way, which made it more expensive, so there's fewer of those big things around. But I also learned about how dangerous our electrical modern world was. And so when I found that Nikken had discovered ways to help protect us from that, I was all over it. Now, when I quit law, I took up family counseling, and what I discovered helping families get healthier and happier was that it was the little decisions they were making every day that made the difference. Did the kids get a decent breakfast? Did the family eat together for dinner? Did everybody get enough sleep? Were they getting some activity? And it's the compounding effect of those daily choices that make all the difference. It makes not only a difference for health, but your relationships. People are relaxed and comfortable together. Also, your success in your income and your job depends on you feeling good. And it's not about big choices. Oh, I'm going to lose 30 pounds by going to the fitness club, or I'm going to, next month, I'm going to go I'm going to relax on vacation or whatever. It's about the daily decisions you make every day, the small choices, and we make hundreds of them every day, add up to your behavior and your results. And so there's a daily lifestyle choices, and they determine whether you're going to be a human under stress, not achieving your potential and going downhill, or a human's being more and achieving your potential, or at least approaching it. And humans being more has been the motto of the company from the beginning. It's really about building people through building them from I like to say from the ground up, because our first product was insoles. The field, the arena in which Nikken is a world leader is health. And things are worse than they were even 20 years ago when I first discovered Nikken. Stress is the biggest killer. It's involved in everything that kills us early: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, stroke, and all the things that reduce our quality of life: fatigue, anxiety, depression, allergies, sleep problems, weight problems. All of these are significantly affected by stress. And our stress is so high, especially since the recession. People are working extra hours. Many people have lost their jobs. We also have a 24/7 communication system where we're on call all the time from everybody we know and people we don't know. So the stress is very high. And for many people, that's causing major sleep problems. And 70% of Americans say they have sleep issues. And we know from science that one poor night's sleep drops your immune system by 30 to 60%. It is also the time when the nervous system and the muscles renew themselves, when our memories from the day are laid down. Students that don't get enough sleep forget what they learned that day. So sleep is huge, and it's the best predictor of longevity, even better than diet and exercise. Also, air and water pollution is in the news every day now. We know that in most places in America, indoor pollution is worse than outdoor because we closed in our houses in the 70s to save on cooling and heating costs. And now any chemicals we bring into our house accumulate in our air and we breathe them. Also, we accumulate the positive ions, which are negative for our health, and the negative ions that you would get by a waterfall or a beach or in the forest. We don't get enough of them indoors, and that also causes stress for our physical stress for our bodies, and it's harder to get oxygen into our lungs. And then water, ever since Flint, Michigan, that's in the headlines every day. Many states now are admitting that their tap water has too much lead. And I just read that Pennsylvania got a D for as a grade for the quality of water in our schools. 12 different cities in Philadelphia have too much lead, more than is allowed, and of course it's amazing any is allowed, than is allowed in the drinking water in the schools. 760 contaminants have been found in tap water and bottled water. They've found thousands, including agricultural runoff, pollutants from
I was wondering if you were going to make it today before the bad weather.
Hello, please mute yourself. And endocrine disruptors from agricultural. Let me see if I can mute here. Let's see. Participants. Okay. So anyhow, our health system is in free fall, and we need to move on. The kids are the ones that are suffering the most. Obesity rates are over a third, and 1 in every 5 adolescents is obese. And we know it's because of consuming too many empty calories and not enough essential nutrients and not enough physical activity. And what's happening is that we're seeing cardiovascular disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, and other issues earlier and earlier in children. It's not because we're all living longer. We're getting these things earlier and earlier. So this is not a good picture, and it's unacceptable that our kids, this is the first generation they're predicting will not live as long as my generation, the baby boomer generation. Less than half of adolescents are getting the right amount of vegetables that are recommended. Low-income families, of course, have it worse, more stress, anxiety, depression. They're also susceptible to more aggressive selling of junk foods and lack access to health, and often are in food deserts as far as fresh produce. And only 27.1% of high school children get the recommended amount of exercise. And you can imagine if they're eating poorly, not sleeping, and many threatened with overweight and obesity, they don't even feel like it. They don't have the energy to get out and play. So what is the answer? It's humans being more. It's about being healthy by choice. If we leave it to chance, it's not a good chance. So that's where active wellness comes in. It's the process where we become aware of and make choices based on our good information about how to stay healthy. And we are responsible for our own health. It's about self-care. If we leave it to chance, it's just not going to give us the life we deserve. So Nikken came in 1975 with the only totally comprehensive approach to holistic health based on nature. And it's a global company. Many billions of dollars have been generated by sales of their wonderful products. But it's all based on a philosophy of health, the 5 pillars of health: healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And Nikken bases all of their decisions on their belief that all people deserve to have a life of balance in all 5 pillars. And if you think about it, if any one suffers, they all start to suffer. And I fell in love with that philosophy because, having given up high-powered Philadelphia law firm work, I thought I'd kind of sacrificed the big money. But that when I saw that the 5 pillars, I realized that if I could share the Nikken lifestyle with enough people, my finances would also be able to be unlimited. So this is a picture of a beautiful home, which we call Nikken Wellness Home. And it's all about the Nikken Advantage. When Nikken started, they started with the magnetic insoles, but then they developed a sleep system to deal with that important element of sleep. Then they developed a water system, amazing nutrition line, a light that I have here on my desk, and also an air system. And so the Nikken Advantage, an advantage is a condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position. And those of us involved with Nikken feel we certainly have that advantage. So I'm going to run through these 3 areas of our wellness products really quickly so I can get to my guest. But as I said, I studied nutrition since the 80s, basically first for my family, and then used it in my family counseling practice. And I actually learned I had something to share when I was sharing it with my fellow lawyers, getting them through 2 weeks of courtroom stress. So Nikken's nutrition line is actually second to none. I was so excited when I really investigated it. They're now in their 4th generation. They're always in conversation with top researchers all over the world. And if you're watching the video, there's a picture of one of our flagship nutritional products, and that's the Osteodens. It's completely natural, based on the immune factor in mother's milk that helps build bones in a newborn. And it comes from organically raised cows in New Zealand. And there's no side effects except good ones for this, because the bones are the rebalancing mineral bank in our bodies. So minerals move in and out appropriately with this supplement. Also, you can see the juice. It's a high antioxidant juice, and it's the purest on the market. It's just the exotic juices, no sugars, preservatives, colorings, or anything else added, but just exotic juices. And we have a full line of products that are pharmaceutical grade, organic based, and delicious, and really work and well labeled. So whatever area you want to have supported, you can support with no fear of overdosing or any antagonistic interactions. An amazing skincare line. You just got to try it. Again, ecologically balanced and as organic as possible. Our environmental products, the water is phenomenal. It does everything that nature does to purify and energize water. It's magnetized and gets solar energy and minerals in it, alkalizing minerals, and helps alkalize the body. And it tastes fantastic. Kids will drink water for the first time. If they hate tap water, they ask for the juices and the sodas. No, they will drink this water. The light is amazing. The air also, the air unit filters the water, and the air, and also ionizes it, puts out those wonderful negative ions as if you're in the forest or on the beach. And of course, the signature line of Nikken is about rest and relaxation based on Earth's magnetic energy. There's a picture of the insoles. They're in their 4th generation of enhancement. The sleep system, I've been sleeping on that for 19 years, and I believe it kind of stopped the clock for us. And I love sharing it with others. I have a lady coming by tonight who said she just doesn't sleep well. She's a high-powered professional woman, and she just doesn't get her sleep. So we're going to take care of that. So now I'm going to move on and invite my guest Connie to tell her story. So welcome, Connie. She's been teaching exercise her entire life, and she's taught some really big stars, and we want to hear about that. So hi, Connie Livingston. Thank you for being our guest today. And tell us how, give us your background and tell us how you first discovered Nikken, if you would.
All right. Thank you. I have been teaching exercise classes for over 40 years. And I have taught everybody from children's classes to senior classes. I do professional athletes. I was the strength coach for the former light heavyweight boxing champion of the world, Montel Griffin. And that was an interesting experience. I wish I'd had a mag duo at that time, because he had very tight hamstrings, and I could have worked on that a little bit. My first experience with the Nikken products was because of a rather simple but frustrating problem of sore feet. Nothing that would send me to the doctor that they would be able to do anything for, but a fellow exercise instructor said, put these in your shoes and wear them. And I thought, okay, I'm taking lots of Advil at that time, and I didn't want to do that. I knew that wasn't good. So I slipped these in my shoes and started wearing them. And I noticed almost immediately my legs felt stronger. I had more energy in my legs. I would have no sore feet. It was impacting my life in that I thought I was going to have to stop teaching exercise because my feet were so sore. I couldn't enjoy walks with my husband at night because my feet were sore. So once I put these in and the soreness went away, my legs had more energy. By the end of the first week, my exercise classes said, please take these out of your shoes because you've got way too much energy. So, but I didn't, and that was 15 years ago. I enjoy all of the products. I have a busy daily life, not only with teaching exercise classes, but I'm busy with grandchildren and community activities. And so for me, a day in the life of Nikken products starts out with recovery. I teach exercise classes, so recovery, like any aging athlete, is very important. And so the Nikken sleep system is the best recovery system on earth. I go to bed, I sleep soundly. I wake up in the morning, I'm not stiff and sore, I have energy, I feel refreshed. And so it's key to me to have the sleep system. For me, during the day, it's all about hydration. Hydration for muscle fitness and muscle strength, for energy. So I have the water bottle with me, and we have the water system in the house. You're exactly right. My grandchildren love the water. They will come and use that before anything else. They don't even ask for juice or anything. They love the water. So hydration is key. And then for me, getting up in the morning, I go in, I have a shower head, and I do the shampoo. And I never thought I could get excited about shampoo, but this is amazing. My hair feels better. It has a shine to it. My scalp feels better. I don't have to shampoo as often, and it's an amazing product. I use the skincare line in the morning because it's simple and it's all put together. I don't have to think about what I do. It's lined up on my shelf and I go 1, 2, 3 and done. I bio-replenish every morning with the nutritionals, because I have the women's and the DHA and the digestion and so forth. I would not go a day without the lactoferrin, because that for my immune system is key. And if I feel as if I'm flagging a little bit, then I may take 2 of those during the day. But the lactoferrin, I think, is a fabulous product. So that's my morning ritual of bio-replenishment. I teach 2 back-to-back exercise classes in the mornings, strength training. They're all done with heavy weights, light weights, tubing, core work, and they're very lively. So I start my day with 2 ounces of Siaga in my little bottle. I fill the rest up to the 8 ounces with my pie water, and I do 2 scoops of the, I like the vanilla, Kenzen Vital Balance. For me, it not only gives me the energy I need, but the focus, and that is key. I have never had better focus. And for me, as you get older, sometimes you lose a little focus. And so for me, this has been absolutely great because my routines are fairly choreographed. So to keep my mind on the choreography for a 45-minute session followed by another 45-minute session is challenging, but I think the KVB is wonderful. So when I come back from teaching, then I take a shot of bergesterol for my cardiovascular health. I sometimes will have the KVB Kensen Vital Balance at lunch again if I'm kind of watching it a little, or I'll have a what I call a clean lunch, you know, a soup or something homemade. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I take the 10-4. I take it, I like it with just kind of a warm water, almost like a tea. Not boiling, but just warm, so I don't ruin any of the properties. It gives me a little energy for later on during the day, and I like the taste of it. It doesn't leave you jittery, so I like that. About 3:30 in the afternoon, I want a snack. I mean, that's when my kids used to come home from school, you know, and you gave them a snack, so you had a snack. I've never gotten over that, you know, even though I'm to the grandmother stage. So that's when I have a paleo bar. I don't feel guilty about it. I eat it. I enjoy it because it's all good whole food. If I'm going to be out and about, I stick one in the purse, following the old adage, don't leave home without it. And I have it if I'm on the go. Very, very convenient. With that, I have a healthy dinner. And after dinner, I follow up with my osteodens and calcium. I take those in the evening. And when people ask me, well, you know, does that really work? I show them my bone density scan 3 years apart, that I went from osteopenia to back to normal, that I actually built bone back. And so besides that, I don't have discomfort in my joints, which I would be a prime target for, since I put my body through quite a pace during the day. And so then it's listen to good music, read a good book, and it's back to my recovery system and the sleep system. And so that's the way I function day to day. I have to wake up each and every day with the same energy level, the same amount of focus, and I'm so thankful for these products. And like you, I so appreciate the fact that they research and develop these products. I never feel badly sharing these products with anyone because the quality is so good. With my exercise ladies, they give me testimonials all the time. You know, they work retail at Nordstrom, stand on hard concrete floors. Before the insoles, they'd go home done. Now they have the insoles and they do well. So I get the advantage of hearing wonderful testimonials almost daily about these products. So I'm always excited when they bring out a new one, as they just have, and timing is wonderful this time of year with the weight loss. But so I'm just so happy these products are around, and I've used them. I share them. My husband and I both use them. Our children use them. Grandchildren use them, and we just love them.
Oh, that's fantastic, Connie. I loved you going through the whole day. And I love you calling the sleep system a recovery system. Like that's awesome concept. And just thinking of the nutritionals as a bio-replenishment regime. And all of us have our daily routines, and to have this amazingly supportive routine from Nikken. You can only get it from Nikken. And let's see some of the other things that were just really stood out. Oh, the importance of the focus. I've had singers and teachers who said they had that focus and also the grounding, that they didn't get the butterflies in their tummies, and they just felt more poised, just having the good nutrition and the insoles on in their feet and in their shoes, and the importance of hydration. Thank you so much for sharing a wonderful story and having the background you do. You know so much about what it takes to keep us healthy, not only healthy for longevity, but doing some major physical performance. So that's really neat. So can you give us just a 30-second suggestion of how people should get started now that they've discovered Nikken?
Now is the key word, because you want to start this and any good health program when you're young. I'll be 71 next month. And, you know, I started with healthy habits a long time ago. And so it's like planting a tree. The best time to do it is 20 years ago. But if you can't do it back then, start it now. And I would say the sleep and the water are key components to this lifestyle, because it's not just a spot fix. It's a whole lifestyle. And so I use other products like the duct tape and other things for temporary ailments, but I believe in the healthy water, the healthy air and all of that. And it's all about balance in your life. So start now.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And this is our product showcase. There are live shows all during the week. You can look into deeper into the technologies, or also into sharing the products as income possibility. So I'm going to go back to my sharing for a moment. And here we go. So ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow as far as your health and life balance. And think about the 5 pillars of health, because Nikken really addresses all of those, not just the body through the products, but as Connie said so well, affecting the mind, the focus, the restoration from sleep, and then your relationships at work and at home become better, and your finances can be great too if you decide to join us as partners. So discover it, live it, and share it. Become a customer. Go with the person that sent you to this show and become a customer. Very easy. You get your own page, register as a customer, and you'll get special deals and special prices on regular nutritional orders. And then if you decide to share, we encourage you to become partners with us. We have an amazing support team, and you can become a part-time entrepreneur, work from home. And being a family counselor, I particularly like that, because I not only can help families cope, but I can actually offer them an income where one of the parents can, or maybe even both, can be with their children. And that's what we need for our children. We need parenting. And you can become a full-time entrepreneur. So discover it, live it, and share it. And thank you for joining us in this show. And thank you so much, Connie Livingston, for sharing your story. It was powerful and exciting too. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I will stop the recording. And thank you all for being there. And thank you again, Connie. I'm going to end the recording here. Let's see.
Thank you.